Here we are, yet again, talking about nothing. I don't really know what to talk about.
Are we live?
I'm live. I mean, it's
Oh,
7:02. It's
oh,
7:03. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't even have the volume on or anything yet either.
I just rolled my intro and I was like, here we go.
Hmm. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
Good. How's the job treating you?
Yeah,
That's
another
one,
day in
that's one thing we
paradise.
haven't. It's one thing we haven't talked about yet.
Yeah, I mean, like, my job's good. Dealing with a lot of different shit at work. You know, it's whatever. How's your job going and your scrambled eggs microwaved?
The funniest thing, I was where was it? I was looking at an article 2 days ago or something like that. Or actually, no, it's on Apple News. I was scrolling on my phone. Oh, he's gone.
Here. I'm here.
Okay. I was scrolling through my phone on app. Oh, I thought you actually left the room. I didn't know
Oh,
you just leaned over. I was scrolling on Apple News, and one of the top articles was like, "Why you should be making your eggs in the microwave."
okay. Well, it's Apple News, so what do you expect? It's communist propaganda.
I immediately, I should have saved. I should have saved the link and gave and sent it to you, but I immediately thought of our conversation strictly for that.
Because it's communism propaganda.
Just because I don't know, I don't know. I guess it's weird, but I'm
What
so
do you mean
used
you
to
guess
it.
it's weird? No, that is weird. That is fucking odd, my guy. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I mean, I'm so used to it at this point, though. I mean, I do it every. Actually, I did. I don't do it every day now. I haven't had eggs in a few days now.
Do not do it because I yelled at you.
No, I'm just trying to find different foods to eat. Like I'm trying to eat new foods like every day. Um,
Eat new foods every day? Like, isn't that fucking difficult as hell?
no. I mean, like maybe not new altogether foods, but like instead of having like eggs for breakfast or lunch, I'll have like oatmeal or something like that. I mean, like
I
I've had the same container of oatmeal since we were in the apartment, since we first got in our apartment, which was now 2.5 years ago.
That's when I built your computer.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I mean, like this oatmeal is from before then, even. But
That's
oatmeal doesn't go bad.
nasty.
No, it doesn't
That's
go bad.
nasty.
It
That's
doesn't go bad.
nasty.
Um,
I
Lisa's in here. She's saying hello. Hello, Aunt Lisa.
Hi, Aunt Lisa. How are you? Yeah, you should be proud of me. I ate very good today, Corey. I did good.
That was one of my better days. What'd you do? What'd you have?
Well, so I had to go in the office today, and my mom was down there because she got her second COVID vaccine. So she was at PPG Paints, right next to my building.
Did she grow like a third arm or anything?
Not yet. I don't know. I mean, like, when the biggest concern about that shit is like, obviously having kids and being on birth control and having strokes because of blood clots, right?
Mhm.
My mother being in her 50s already has 3 kids. She don't have to worry about that. Like, obviously she has to worry about longer term effects, like what if you get leukemia, what if it causes a brain aneurysm, that kind of stuff. But like, you're not going to know about that. People just have to get it. But the stuff that people know about is more leaning towards the younger generation not getting it because of having kids. So she doesn't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a certain demographic of people who the reward really does outweigh the risk. If you're above the age of like 40,
I would say
45,
above 40.
maybe
Yeah.
above
Yeah.
40, where, hey, look, I don't want to have kids. I'm not worried about those types of side effects. It's probably best to just get it.
Yeah.
I'm
But
not saying if you're under 40, if you're 20 and you still like I can't sit here and say that the risks still outweigh the reward. It could still be fine, but there's just way more risks
well,
when you're
well,
young.
well, that's the thing. This vaccine could literally, well, it's technically not even a vaccine. It's a flu shot because it doesn't cure anything. You can still get it. But vaccine, air quotes, you know, it could be the best thing ever. It literally could help, disintegrate COVID. But just no one knows. Like, there's no test for it. And like, the biggest thing is one of my buddies who doesn't want me to tell his name on stream. You know who it is. He said yesterday that he made a really good point. not one singular person has gotten the vaccine and then conceived and birthed a child, because it
Mhm.
hasn't been 9 months yet since we even had this
I
vaccine.
know.
So like that's a big thing right there too. Like people have been pregnant and gotten the vaccine and then birthed a child, but no one has gotten the vaccine, conceived, and birthed a child yet.
Yeah, man, how would they test for that? Like they do the testing for the vaccines. Like, how would they test to see if you get the vaccine and then you become pregnant, everything will be fine? You can't really test for that.
You kind of just have to do it. And then if your
So,
baby
like,
comes out fine, it's fine. If it comes out all messed up, then you're kind of leaning
yeah.
towards, oh, the vaccine did this. Or like if you can't get pregnant, you're leaning towards the vaccine. And I don't
So
know. It's
it'll be very interesting to see like September, October timeframe after it's been
mhm.
9, 10 months where it stands.
Yeah, like
Uh,
we're gonna see like what actually happens. Like, are people gonna have trouble conceiving? Are their babies gonna have birth defects? Or, you know, what's gonna happen? And what's gonna happen when we have to get the booster shot in the fall? Is that gonna cause more issues? Like, I don't. I just personally don't trust it. Like, I'm all for vaccines, like chicken pox, polio, all that shit. Like, get it? Don't be stupid. But that's tested. That's proven safe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not like anti-vaccine. I have every single vaccine that
So do
I'm supposed
I.
to get, but this one, like, it could be fine. But I don't know that for a fact, so I'm not willing to take the risk at my age. If like we said, if we're 40, 45 years old, you can bet I would have already had it. But at 25 years old, like not to toot my own horn, but I'm in the best shape mentally, or maybe not mentally, physically that I've ever been in my entire life. I have no reason to get the vaccine. If I get COVID, I know that people find this hard to believe. If you get COVID and you're my age and you are healthy, you will be fine.
I'm not even healthy and I was fine, but I'm just built different.
Yeah, we talked about this last time. How you're just a different specimen altogether.
I am. I'm gonna go down in history books. Me drinking whiskey just like I did during COVID.
Is that what you're drinking right now?
Yeah, I made an old fashioned. Thought I kind of
Of
had
course
to
you
for
did.
the night.
Of course you did. I just have tea tonight.
Oh my god, dude. So you're
If
this
I wasn't
listen
in the office tomorrow, I would maybe, but
listen to this shit. So me and my mom were walking. So we'll start with my mom coming down, and then we end up going to this like because there's like nothing open in the city, right? Everything either opens at like 4 or they're just closed.
mhm.
So we went to like this little cafe, and I had like turkey meatloaf and like these like roasted potatoes, and they were fucking fire. It was like really good, nice healthy lunch, right? It was awesome. And we're walking back, and I was like, oh fuck, a wine and spirits is down here. I never knew that was down here. I've been working here for like 2 years now. So me and mom go in, and I buy this bottle of wine for me and Amber. She loves it. It's called like it's like Elmo something. Oh, it's just some sweet red wine, and I love it, and so does she. And I bought it, big bottle. It's like cheap. It's like $18. I bring it back to the office. Do I need to get done? And then I leave, and I fucking forget it on my desk.
At the office.
Yes,
So you have wine sitting on your desk at the office.
yes.
Is that okay?
Oh, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm more pissed that I forgot the fucking bottle.
I'm talking about like your job. Like they don't care.
I walked inside with a wine and spirits bag, and no one stopped
Yeah,
me.
yeah, it's very weird. Like if I walked into my office like that, they'd be like, "You can't have that in here."
No, no one fucking cares. I literally have a fucking bottle of sake sitting in my mini fridge at my desk that I got delivered from Sushi Tomo that I'm waiting to go back into the office and slam in front of my boss.
And your boss just doesn't care, huh?
No, I mean like when we go on like team lunches, we have like a beer or something
Like,
like that.
well, of course, that's different. Even my company of all companies, we have get-togethers at the bar or something. But
Yeah.
like in the office,
I mean like I'm not drinking it in the office. It's just there,
you just
like
you just said you were gonna down it in front of him
well the sake I will, yeah. I'll do it for the meme.
for the meme.
And then Bill will stare at me, call me some German name probably, and then I'll just go on with our day.
Who?
My boss, Bill.
I'll call you some German name.
Yeah.
Is he German?
I think I don't know. He goes like vacation like Austria and Germany all the time.
Okay, so he's okay. Okay.
Bill's like awesome. He races cars. He goes to Germany all the time, and he has two golden retrievers. He's just living the life.
Races cars.
Yeah, he
I wish,
races.
I wish I could get into racing cars, but I still don't know how to drive a stick. So
Yeah, he races a Porsche, and then he also races his
you can't
Funny.
really race a car when you're doing automatic. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can if you have paddles. You have Flappy Boys.
Yeah.
Or like funny thing about his Volkswagen. So this Volkswagen was the first car he raced when he was like our age, right? And I think he's like late 40s, early 50s. I can't remember. The dude looks like he's 30, but this was what he raced when he was our age. And then he sold it, and then, got a wife, his dogs, and then got the Porsche and this and that. And then he was like, I kind of want to get back into racing like, Volkswagens again, not these expensive Porsches where an engine's, $15,000.
Mhm.
And he saw, just looking online, he found his exact Volkswagen he raced when he was a kid in Ohio, bought it, and brought it home.
Damn.
The exact one. And he's like, I can't believe I fucking found it.
Why did he not have it anymore?
Because he just sold it, when he went to like, race other cars. He didn't want to race those anymore. Yeah, so now he
Wow.
has 2 race cars. 2. He has 2 fucking race cars.
So is this guy rich?
I mean, he's my boss. I don't know. He's a nice house, 2 dogs, 2 race cars.
Wait, you said 2 dogs as if you need to be rich to have 2 dogs. You have 2 dogs.
Yeah, mine are assholes. His are very nice.
There's still 2 dogs. The two race cars, that would make somebody think you're rich. Hey, how much money you make at work? Don't worry about that. I have 2 dogs.
Yeah.
It doesn't tell me anything.
So about how trained they are. That's why one of my dogs is a mutt that tries to run away every time I let her outside, and George tries to kill everybody that he sees. He also tries to fuck your dog.
Yeah. Yeah. My baby's sleeping.
I don't know what the fuck George is doing.
Right. So you have wine sitting on your desk.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have Austin bring it home when he goes in the office next week because I don't have to for 2 more weeks, and I'm not going down tomorrow. That's stupid.
You don't go in the office for 2 more weeks now?
Yeah,
And you live a life, dude.
I mean it's definitely pretty sick. There's always people better, like all like the system administrators. They literally haven't gone in the office since COVID.
Or the unemployed people.
They don't count.
I'm only making a joke because of what you shared on Facebook
Oh, because
about
Tom Wolf said, "Oh,
yeah.
Tom Wolf said just they could just raise the compensation. Small businesses can just pay people more money." No, stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not turning this into anywhere near politics, but if that's I didn't see if it was there a video, if there's a video and he actually said that, I don't know what else to say about him or our country.
Yeah, if a
If somebody's
politician
offering
actually
you
said that.
somebody's last thing I'll say, somebody's offering you a job and you say, "No, I'd rather stay unemployed because I make more money." You're what's wrong with the country.
You are.
Sorry, but
Like, do they not realize that like this money just isn't coming out of thin air?
mhm.
Like, we may not pay for it. Like, our generation may not, but our kids are gonna pay for it in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
I don't know. Economy's busted. Who cares? Elon Musk taking us to Mars.
Apparently, on Mars, they got the little helicopter thingy that's been flying around up there.
Yeah, dude, Daddy Musk. That guy's a
The next,
fucking. He's a genius. Everybody makes.
well, what about? Did you see the crash that killed like 2 people in that car?
That happens.
Apparently there was nobody behind the wheel, and Elon came out and was like, "That's not possible. Like you have to have your hands on the wheel for a certain amount of time, or else the car will just like stop."
Yeah. So
And
with
everybody,
Teslas, yeah.
yeah,
So there's. So you every so often it'll like freak out at you. I think it's every like 2 minutes or something like that. It's set up within Tesla's programming is you have to actually touch the wheel. It has sensors to like for the car to keep doing the auto drive. If you don't touch it, it'll slow down and merge you like off the road.
yeah. But apparently, everybody that was talking about it said that there was nobody behind the wheel, and that Elon's wrong, and that the car messed up.
Okay, I have a rebuttal. So one car out of millions has done that, right?
Well, no, I mean, I'm sure it's happened a lot, but
Most of the time that people crash their Teslas because literally no one pays attention, and it's proven that no one pays attention. But
Mhm.
Uber self-driving cars has killed more people than Tesla has. no one's yelling at Uber.
I mean, the fact that we even have self-driving cars that are halfway decent right now in 2021 is pretty damn good.
Because of
Like,
Daddy fucking Musk. No one realizes that Elon Musk is the future of America. As much as he is I mean, he's a billionaire. He's an asshole. Every billionaire is an asshole. I don't give a fuck. I love that Mr. Meme Man. I love him.
one thing I can say about Elon is, I don't know if he's smarter or a better guy overall than Jeff Bezos or people like that.
Do you
But
use PayPal?
he's way more like approachable. Like on the Joe Rogan show, he's smoking weed. He's creating flamethrowers or not a flamethrower or whatever. Like
Not a
he should
boring company.
not a boring company. Like he's more like the rest of us. Whereas Jeff Bezos, like he's nothing like us. The dude like cheated on his wife or whatever, got a divorce, and is still the richest man in the world. Like he's not
So
like us.
Elon Musk, I saw a picture of Elon Musk back in like the 90s or early 2000s, right? And he was fixing his 80s BMW with parts from a scrapyard, right? That man is now worth 3 times the net worth of the company BMW.
Yeah.
And so do you use PayPal at all, Corey, for anything?
I have in the past, yes.
Do you know who created PayPal?
No.
Elon Musk.
Way back then.
He created PayPal and sold it for $150 million, right? He put I think it was like he put 100 into Tesla, 50 into SpaceX, and another 50 into, I think, Neuralink. And then he was borrowing money from his friends to pay rent, saying, I'll make it someday. And now look at him.
Neuralink, that shit scares me.
But the thing about Neuralink is, so here's the thing. Like, I just saw this today too. Like, Bill Gates wants to secretly put shit in your body, right? And people like freak out about it. Elon Musk literally tells you, like, hey, buy this microchip, put it in your brain. If you don't, I don't care. That's the difference. Is he's literally like saying, like, I want to test this. If you don't want to be a part of it, I don't care.
Well,
But this could be the future.
He's very honest. He talked whenever they had that show for the cyber truck or whatever it's called, the truck that they had, and they were showcasing it, and he was like, it's indestructible glass or whatever, and he hit it with something, or he threw a ball out or something, and the glass just shattered. And then they asked him about it, and he was just like, well, we thought it was, indestructible. We were wrong. Like, we didn't make any excuses. He was just like, I was wrong. Like,
And that's the thing. He admits he's wrong. He admits his mistakes. You look at these other billionaires like Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates, they just beat around the bush or have one of their attorneys come and do the press release. Elon Musk is like, yeah, we fucked up. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't like us anymore, fuck off. And I love him for it.
he's
I
brutally
fucking
honest.
love that man. He was
Yeah, I
also in
know.
Iron Man 3, which is like amazing.
I always forget about that.
Yeah.
I always forget that.
Yeah. It's fucking awesome. Fuck Jeff Bezos. Fucking asshole. But yeah, Elon Musk sold PayPal and they created what is Tesla and SpaceX and Neuralink, and it's fucking amazing.
I mean, PayPal's not even that like something that's not that even fancy, and he made that much money off it. Like, why can't we create something like that?
I mean, now, but like nowadays, PayPal is arguably, I would actually, no, I'm gonna, it is the most used third party paying service in the world. I can guarantee it.
For now, yeah.
Because it offers you the buyer protection. Like when I go on sketchy websites and I try to buy like Chinese stuff or whatever, right? If I can't pay with PayPal, I don't do it. Because if you don't get it or it comes fucked up, just PayPal said, hey, this isn't right, and they just give your money back.
Yeah.
And that's easy peasy. And like same thing with like eBay. And eBay's trying to like move away from PayPal, and I don't fucking trust that shit.
I mean, I knew eBay was still a thing, but who's still using eBay though?
I don't know. I just sell Pokemon cards on it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. Maybe I need to get into eBay, but back in the
hate
day,
eBay.
like, that was the thing. Like my dad, like, if my brother needed new like hockey skates, or if I need some for football or something, he would just go on eBay, find a pair of hockey skates. And like back then, like there was very few times where like you would do like the buy now option. Back
It was
then,
all bidding.
it was all bidding. Like he'd be like, he would put like $100 and then he'd come back 5 minutes later and it'd be like at 200. Like, hey, nope, I couldn't get the skates for you. Sorry, we'll have to wait till the next one comes up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what happens nowadays. But like also like you can go on Walmart and Amazon and buy stuff from like people like me and you just selling shit. Doesn't
Mhm.
matter anymore. You can go anywhere you want. Just doesn't fucking matter. You just buy shit everywhere. And that's what made
Yeah,
Amazon
it's
big.
Facebook Marketplace at this point.
Yeah, or like Craigslist, anything. Doesn't fucking matter. And
I don't
Facebook
trust.
even offers like buyer protection or whatever the fuck too.
I don't trust Craigslist.
Yeah, that's why you just show up with a fucking pack and heat.
Well, I posted my bike for sale on Facebook on the marketplace, and I had this guy message me 9 times while I was working on Monday. Hey, is this still available? If it is, I'll come get it. I see you're in the Glenshaw Etna area. Can I come pick it up? I'm like, hold up, dude. How did you know? Well, I looked at your zip code.
Yeah.
All right, like take it easy there, man. I'll get back to you when I get back to you. If people message me and then 30 minutes later, is that a no? Is it not available? I'm like, give me a shot to answer you back.
Yeah, people are like freak the fuck out. Like when I message people for shit, I'm just like, this is still available. And like if I don't hear anything, like yeah, whatever. Like when I was selling the couch, like and like I work from home too, so like I was able to like respond right away. But like I was selling the couch, people would like be like, is this still available? I can pick it up tomorrow. And I'm like, yeah, it's available. And they're like, and then they ask you like a fuck ton of questions, and then they're like, oh no, I don't want it. And I'm like, well then why'd you say pick it up tomorrow then? Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they're in such a they, like, wanna get your attention. They wanna in case they like it, they wanna be like, "Well, I said I wanted it first."
Fuck the guy that bought my couch too, fucking asshole.
Why?
Okay, so he was like messaging me, he sent a bunch of pictures. He's like, anything wrong with it? And I was like, no, nothing's wrong with it. It's just, it's like almost brand new. Couch is like a year and a half old. It's just, we have dogs. So like there's dog hair on it, and like one of the pieces isn't lined up correctly anymore. But when you take it apart and put it back together, I'm pretty sure you can like do that. And he's like, what do you mean it's not lining up? I'm like, there's a little bit of a gap here. And he's like, was it broken? I'm like, no, I just said everything works. Everything reclines. You can go full back and forth. He's like, oh, I don't give a fuck then. I'm like, okay. And then he was like, "Oh, my daughter's extremely allergic to dogs. I don't want it." And I was like, "Okay, whatever." Messaged me back like a week later, and he was like, "Hey, Stanley Steamer said that they'll clean the whole thing for $150. Can I come look at it now?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So he comes, looks at it, sits in it, and he's like, "So okay." He's like, "How much you want for it?" And I was like, "What's up for 600?" And then and we only wanted like, oh no, it was up for 650, and we only wanted $500 for it. I just put it up
Mhm.
higher. And he was like, well, I'll give you 400. And I was like, okay, how about this? How about I take off the 150 that you have to pay Stanley Steamer, and we'll do 500. He's like, all right, deal. I'm like, yeah, suck my dick, dude. Fuck off.
That's perfect, yeah.
And then he was like, oh, can you like clean and vacuum? I'm like, I'll do the best I can, dude, but I'm not your fucking maid.
Yeah,
So
like,
like,
if you're gonna buy the product, you're gonna buy it as is. Like, that'd be somebody to come, like, "Hey, I'm gonna come pick up your bike." Like, but before I come pick it up, can you, like, clean the chain and, like, redo the
mhm.
brakes? And, like, no, no, no. Like, you're buying it as is, dude.
Yeah, like this couch is $1,300 brand new. You can lick my butthole. And like I cleaned out like the cup holders and little pantry thing because that was like, gross and sticky or whatever.
Mhm.
And like I vacuumed like as best that I could with my vacuum, and like there was still dog hair everywhere, and I was like, I don't care. The dude came and picked it up, him and his buddy, and like I told him, I said, bring a truck, don't bring a trailer because my driveway sucks. He goes, oh, I'll bring a truck. Yeah, you brought his wife's fucking Renegade and his fucking piece of shit trailer, and like can't make it up my driveway. And I was like, dude, it's 20 degrees outside, icy as shit. I told you to get a fucking truck.
Ah,
I even told him, I was like, bro, I'll deliver it for you for $75. Like, I don't give a fuck.
but he
And
somehow
then,
got it in the trailer.
yeah, and then like he loaded it in a trailer, and then as he's loading it, he was like, man, if I knew there was this much dog hair on it, I wouldn't have bought the thing. And I was like, I don't fucking care, dude. I told you I got 2 dogs. If you're that worried about your daughter dying like you said you were, you wouldn't have even considered it in the first place. I don't fucking care. Get out of my house.
Well, he said he was getting it cleaned anyway.
Yeah, so he gave me the cash and left, and I was like, fuck off. Get out of here.
Well, that's like the black death that Dominic and I used to have. We took it to some lady, or we posted it. The lady was like, "Hey," we said like 120 or something like that. She was like, and I kept telling Dominic, I was like, "Nobody's gonna want this for 120." But people are fucking nuts. She messaged us, "Hey, how much?" Or like, "When can you drop this off?" And we're like, "We'll drop it off tonight." And she was like, "All right, we'll meet you at the parking lot near the Dollar General or the
How'd you
whatever
even get that thing in
Dollar
your
Tree, Dollar
fucking
Tree."
car?
It fit in my HRV. And we brought it down there, and the lady took this desk that had scratches and shit on it and threw it. And this was in the middle of winter, threw it in the back of her ice-filled truck and just tossed it in. And I was just like, okay, you just gave us $120 for a desk that was scratched up and like there's parts missing,
That you
and you
bought
threw like
used.
yeah, we bought used for I think $50 or something like that or $60, and you just took it for 120, threw it in the back of your truck, and probably scratched it more with the ice.
Fuck him. Oh, AJ's in chat now. Look at him, dickhead. Old man dab emote. Ah, Jesus. Well, I mean, so next week, are we doing the podcast next Thursday because we're leaving Friday, the last one before your party?
Yeah, we can still do it.
Fuck yeah. Well, you know what we should do? Does any of your cousins, friends, or whatever, do any of them use Discord? Can we get them on here?
We probably could. We probably
Like
get some of them all.
we can get Jason, obviously. You know, he is
We
a
can definitely
PC.
we can definitely get Jason. We can definitely get my brother. We could definitely get probably we could probably get Nigel and Q even.
Yeah.
Like I mean, worst case scenario, just tell somebody, hey, download Discord. Like
Yeah. That's what we should do. We should get your boys in here next Thursday and just ramble for an hour.
the pre-bachelor
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh, I'm so fucking smart.
Yeah, I wouldn't even have thought of that.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea. When you need to text all your fucking bitches and be like, yo, motherfucker, download this app called Discord. Make sure your phone's plugged in though, or else it'll die really fast.
I need to text them after this anyway because I, I haven't talked to them about it, the trip at all. So for all I know, like, because Q lives in Nigel's fine, but like Q lives in Florida, like I could text Q and be like, "Hey, are you good for next weekend?" And he'd be like, "Oh crap, I don't even have a ticket home yet," or something. Like,
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I'm assuming he knows, like he paid the money. It's not like he didn't. So is Biggs a no?
Yeah, Biggs is a definitely no. Yeah.
Okay,
I know it's shitty.
nothing like waiting the week before, I guess.
I've told you it's a definite
No,
no.
no, no. What I'm saying is like nothing like me waiting a week before to know for sure.
Yeah.
But I was pretty sure he wasn't at this point.
Yeah, it's because the the other data center guy in Wellesley didn't want to fly down, and you know I can't force a guy to fly. You know if it's not like an emergency. You know I'm not gonna be like you have to. So like it's whatever.
Yeah.
He has shit going on with his dog anyway. He's probably gonna want to stay home with Trevor anyway.
Bees is a dog.
Yeah, his parents have a dog, Trevor. It's a corgi.
Oh, what's wrong? Is it like sick? You mean or?
Yeah, it's like 7 years old, and his like spine's like seizing together in the back.
Hmm.
They have like a neurologist appointment. They've taken to the vet a bunch of times. He goes over there every morning and works from there for like an hour, just like taking care of the dog, feeding it, giving it its medicine. Then he'll go back home for a little bit and then go back over there later.
What are they gonna like? Is it gonna be okay in the end or like?
He's hoping like they have a
What's
neurologist
wrong with it?
appointment.
What's
It's
actually wrong?
his spine is like seizing together, so like he can't like walk well, and he's not eating because it hurts. And then he's on a bunch of medicine. Now he's dopey all the time. And they're trying to see like if they can like get medicine for it or if they have to do surgery. And then like if they do have to do surgery, like is it even worth it because he's 7 and all that type of shit.
Oh yeah, when you said 7, I was like, oh, he's still like a puppy. He's still young, but 7, like that's halfway through a lifetime.
Yeah, and
For
I
a
think
dog.
corgis are usually like 10 to 12, so that's like coming
That's it.
close to the older side anyway.
Mm,
Like a Great Dane at 7's the end of his fucking lifetime. Great Danes live to be like 8 to 10 years old.
Jesus. I don't want to think about those days. I still got a little puppy over here.
Yeah. Georgia makes me want to fucking commit suicide half the time though.
Just depends. And Coda has her anxiety pill. She's fine.
Coda's awesome. That dog's
I mean,
fucking great. All she does is bark.
yeah, she'll bark, which annoys the crap out of me, but it shouldn't because that's all she does is bark.
No,
Like
barking
she
doesn't annoy me.
sleeps, she will sleep 99% of the time. But if like a car's outside or if she sees a bird or a person that she doesn't know, she'll just bark.
Yeah, barking doesn't really annoy me. It's George's fucking whining that I can feel
Oh,
riddle my fucking bones.
I can't stand when she whines either.
Oh my god. So That's how George wakes me up at night. Is like, I used to be the heaviest fucking sleeper, right? Like I could sleep through a fucking hurricane.
Mm.
We get this dog, he jumps out of bed, I'm up instantly, and then he just sits there and just and I want to fucking shoot myself. I want to eat a bullet and jump off a cliff.
Yep. Like tomorrow, like tonight into tomorrow, it won't be a big deal because I'll wake up at 4:30 or 5 for work. Coda will still be she'll be good to go. She'll still be on her bed whenever I get up. And then she'll come with me to go downstairs and all that stuff. But on days when like me and Dominica get to sleep in, like on the weekend or something, 6 o'clock on the dot, she's whining at her bedside.
Yeah, George, for some reason, just won't sleep through the night. Some days he will. Some days he'll make it from 11 o'clock until Amber gets up at like 7, right? But some days he'll wake me up at 2 and 4 and 6, and I just want to fucking kill him. Half the
And it
time,
and it's
go
not
ahead.
even like you can like with Coda, if she does it enough, me and Dominica will talk and it's like, look, just let her in the damn bed. But with you, it's like, yeah, let's just let this 100 and some pound dog in our bed. Like,
He does. It's where he sleeps, though. He sleeps in the bed, and
so I don't understand. Like,
he
so
gets,
he'll,
he jumps off and whines in the hallway to go outside.
oh, oh, yeah, that's way different. That's
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah. And like half the time I'll sit there and I'll just sit there and just wait it out. And sometimes he'll just jump up on the bed and go to sleep, like, okay, whatever, fuck you, dad. But sometimes he just keeps barking and barking and barking. And I just sit there half the time and just wait it out until either Amber yells at me or he just gets too annoying.
That's annoying. Like at this point,
Hmm.
Coda knows that she like in the middle of the night, unless she's like sick, which has not happened yet. In the middle of the night, she knows she's not going out.
I yell at him. I tell him to shut the fuck up. I've done the shock collar thing and I'll beep him in the middle of the night. Doesn't work. The
Damn.
shock collar will work any other time, just not in the middle of the night.
Is it just because he has to go that bad?
No. I know he can fucking hold it because he's done it before. I
Yeah, of
know he
course.
can. He's just an asshole.
He's an asshole.
Man, it's all it is. He's just an asshole. Some days, some days he'll do through the whole night and it's fine, but 90% of the time he doesn't. And like weekends are better because like I'm usually up till like 2 in the morning anyway, so I let him out before I go to bed, and then he sleeps until Amber gets up at like 9.
I mean, Coda's literally a human. Like I look over to my right now. We have this like orthopedic pillow. It's like a skinny pillow that's like super padded. She's laying on the pillow.
That's what George does.
Like she puts her head on the pillow like she's a human.
When I come to bed at night, George will be next to Amber on my side of the bed with his head on my pillow, legs sprawled out. And if I try to move him, he growls at me. So I have to fight my dog in the middle of the night to go to bed.
It's way better than Coda. Coda will put her ass right on my pillow.
Yeah,
She doesn't give a crap.
Yep. And then once George moves, George is the thing where he likes to sleep under the covers because he's fucking weird.
I wish we did that with her, but we don't. She sleeps on the covers and I can't move them.
Yeah, so George will like move, climb in between Amber and I, and then turn around, stepping on our fucking faces, and nudge at Amber's blanket until she lifts it up so he can go under. He won't go under my blanket. I will lift mine up. He doesn't do it. He has to go under mommy's blanket. And then he'll crawl under, and then his ass is right next to my face. Like, for some reason, I don't know why he wouldn't want his head, like, out of the covers. Nope, he wants his head in the covers.
So his head is just under the covers.
Yep. Don't know why. He's only done that here. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, that's super strange.
Because, like...
Oh, Chad said hello. Hi, Chad.
Hi, Chad.
Well, actually, he said, let's go Pens, but...
Yeah, fuck him.
Because they're playing right now. How about other night? 6 goals in the third period, huh?
Oh, my God, dude. We were up 6-0, and we almost fucking lost to the Devils. The Devils!
It's a funny story, but it's also kind of worrying. Like, you give up 6 goals in one period. That doesn't say very good things about your
Against the
defense or your
Devils.
goalie.
Against the Devils.
Could be worse. Could be the Pirates. I think they're the worst in the whole MLB right now.
I don't care about the Pirates.
I haven't watched a single second. Not a single pitch of any MLB game this year. I've not watched a single pitch.
I haven't watched any Pirate game since I was there and like at the stadium last time with Amber and my brothers, probably 4 years ago. And before that was my 16th birthday when I went to when I was 18, I went with Billy because his mom had free tickets. We stayed for 2 innings, tried to get beer from this guy. We got beer, finished it, and left. And then before that was my 16th birthday.
Yeah, I mean, there's no need to watch them at this point. We
That's
know
why
what it's going to be like every year.
That's why pirate tickets are like $3.
It's just in every other sport, it's not typically like that. Like if you're terrible in the NFL, I mean, I guess the Browns were terrible for a lot of years, but if you're terrible in the
But they
NFL,
have a
you get
following. People watch them.
if you're terrible in the NFL or the NHL, you get the first pick in the draft. MLB is like you're terrible, and like I still don't understand what happens in the MLB with like their drafts and like I don't understand MLB draft picks and stuff like that. Like they
I
draft
really
these
don't know.
guys, like they draft these guys and then they're not in the MLB for like 10 years. I don't understand. Like they draft 17-year-olds and then they don't come up to the MLB for, 5, 6 years or whatever. And then at that point, like they could be good or they could be terrible. I don't get baseball, but
Well, the thing about the Pirates is they breed athletes like one person a season or a couple seasons to be amazing, and they just sell them.
for nobody.
Like Andrew McCutchen, he was amazing, and then Pirates like, get rid of him.
Yeah. For nobody. And it's never like, hey, Pirates made a big blockbuster trade. It's like Pirates traded Andrew McCutchen for like a 3rd-round pick and a left fielder. She's like, you never get
Because
anybody
I
good.
guarantee. Who owns the Pirates? Is that the Roonies? Was that
No,
who owns the Steelers?
That's Steelers, Bob Nutting.
Yeah,
Some involved somehow.
Yeah, they definitely get money for when they sell these people. That's what they do. They have to.
Mhm.
There's no way they could make money from this unless they sell these stars, like legitimately sell these stars.
Yeah. It's a tough life for a Pittsburgh baseball fan. And I like baseball games. They're probably one of my favorite games to go to, but
I can't do it.
Not when your team sucks.
I can't do 9 innings.
It is a long game.
I don't know. Like when I was 16, though, my parents, they got me a party bus, and my uncle Jimmy, who is now a legit fucking crackhead, fuck that guy, took like me and like 10 of my friends on this party bus to a Pirates game, right? And it was a fucking awesome. Dude, it was so much fun. Like we had like there might have been like 15 of us on this fucking bus, all jamming out to music, the lights going, like it was all fuck ton of people. And like we go to this Pirates game and there's all of us down there having a good time, yelling, screaming. Like my mom paid like have happy birthday Blake on the board. We're all screaming at each other. It was like awesome. And then we ended up just like walking around the city for a little bit. And then we got back on the party bus and they took us back to Wildwood and we played laser tag inside Wildwood at like 11 o'clock at night and all went back to my house to have like a giant pool party. Like that was a fun Pirates game because I had like a fuck ton of friends all in one row just like yelling and screaming at each other.
Yeah.
And like half of us went up to like the nosebleeds so we could like see better.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like all the pictures I see of people who actually have fun at the Pirates game, it's never like, what a great game. It's always like, had a few brews with the boys.
Yeah, like last
people
time Amber
go
and I
there for
went,
the atmosphere, not the game.
last time Amber went with my brothers, my parents' banker gave them tickets, and we had like we're like in like one of the lounges, and we just ended up playing fucking pool and like eating food the whole time.
Yeah.
Because it was like hot as shit right in the sunlight. I'm like, this isn't enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like what? So last time was at a Steelers game. It was the home opener against the Vikings, like 3 seasons ago, maybe. And it was like me, my mom, Logan, and Amber. And Amber, for some fucking god awful reason, wore all black in August. I thought she was gonna fucking die. Like she literally couldn't handle it. We ended up having to like go inside and like sitting in the stairwells because she was like gonna fucking like pass out.
Yeah. I remember when we went to it was me, you, Amber, and Dominica went to the Pitt game a few years ago.
Fucking Hode was behind us out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and it was so hot, and we were right in the sunlight. It was so hot.
Yeah, Q better fucking love us for that, dickhead. Oh, I thought I was gonna die that day too.
That's why Penguin games are nice. You never have to worry about being hot.
It's cold. It's awesome.
It's always great. You go to a Pirate game, it could be hot. You go to a baseball game or a football game, it could be hot. Penguin game's always cold.
Dude, I love it. You walk in with a nice pair of jeans and this fucking sweater on, and you just fucking yell. It's
And that's the
great.
thing. It's never too cold either. It's
Mhm,
always just like jeans and sweatshirt. You're good to go. And your
mhm.
jersey, you're good.
Yeah, but, like, like, when I've gone in, like, winter before, I have, like, a hoodie with, like, the sweater
Yeah.
over it, but, like, still, I'm fine in there.
Mhm.
I love fucking pyro. I love getting fucked up at Pens games. That's, like, my favorite pastime.
Yelling at the refs, yelling
Uh,
at just
mhm.
the other dickheads on the other team.
The best game that Amber and I ever went to, I can't remember what team we played, but, like, I just randomly bought these tickets online, and they were, like, cheap as hell. Like, I think I ended up paying, like, $80 a ticket, and we literally were 5 rows up where the Pens shoot twice, and I was losing my mind of how close we were. I've never been that close. I was fucking losing my shit.
Damn.
I was, like, staring, and I was like, "Babe, I could spit and fucking hit Matt Murray right now."
Going to a Pens game, but see, that's the thing in a Pens games, every single seat is just like so nice.
There's not a bad seat in that
There's
arena.
I have not found a bad seat in that whole place. I've sat in the top in the nosebleeds. I've sat
Mhm.
down close before. I've never sat like super close, but I don't think I would want to sleep. I don't think I'd want to sit like on the glass. Like I don't think I could do that because then
I
like you
do.
can't see like the other side of the ice.
Who cares? You can fucking smack that plexiglass and tell the ref to go fuck himself.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
I
But
don't
like
know.
my
I love
uncle and
PPG.
my aunt used to have season tickets that they got rid of probably 5 years ago, maybe or so.
Why'd they get rid of them?
They just didn't have the time to go to the games anymore. They asked me if I wanted them. I turned them down at that point because I was like, I didn't have the money yet. If it was today, and like I've already talked, like I wanted to get Penguin season tickets. Like I had all plans of last fall into winter. I was like, cool, like next fall, I'm gonna get season tickets for the Pens. And then COVID happened and it never happened. So like I was gonna get Penn season tickets, and then at one point I was gonna get like Pirate season tickets just because like there's a million games. So even though we suck, it'll still be good to go to. And then COVID happened. So I still have this upcoming fall, that's still the goal is to get them if everything's back to normal, hopefully.
I'm so fucking mad at you right now.
I
You
didn't have the
have
money
no
before
idea.
then,
Take out a
but
fucking personal loan.
they had tickets 2 rows up from where the referees come out.
Are you fucking kidding me, Corey?
So, like, my uncle just had a field day with that because my like every single bad call at the end of the period, my uncle would just like stand up and start flipping out on the referees as they're coming off the ice. Like,
I don't even want to know how much he sold them for. Probably a stupid amount of fucking money.
probably.
I mean, selling them to you probably wouldn't be like anything because like you're his nephew, but like to a random person, fuck them.
Yeah.
I'm mad at you.
I'm gonna get them as soon as I can, hopefully, but just have to wait and see what happens with COVID for now.
They finally just opened up the arena that you can go to games.
Yeah, but it's still not full capacity or anything, right?
No, I don't think it's full capacity. I think it's like
It's like
60% or
25% or something.
yeah.
Who knows? They need to open that shit up. There's a UFC card this weekend that is 100% capacity. Everybody's loud because it's in Florida.
Yeah, I was
Florida,
gonna say, where is it at? Texas, Florida,
in
Arizona?
Florida,
Like
they don't care. So it's going to be a full packed house. I'm pretty sure.
that's what you want is a full packed fucking house.
It has 3 championship fights. It's just going to be nuts. Good times.
I'm tired of this COVID bullshit. I really am.
It's ruined everything.
I'm over it, dude. I had it. I'm over it. I experienced it. I don't care. I'm done. I'm over it.
Do they know yet if you can get it again? Like
Apparently, it started off as you couldn't, and then you can get it in a year. And then now it's like 3 to 6 months you can get it again, they say.
Well, yeah, it also started out as like some of these vaccines you only need one, some you need two, and now they're like, even if you get the one that has two, you're probably still going to need a third shot like a year later.
Yep, you're gonna need a booster.
I guess I don't understand how there's so much mixed information with it. Like they
Because
tell
it's not
you,
fucking tested. No one fucking knows what to do.
they tell you get vaccinated. Okay, I'm vaccinated. So now that I'm vaccinated, I can go around other people, right? With like without a mask. Like, no, you should still wear a mask. Well, why should I still wear a mask? Well, because you can still get it and you can still
Hmm.
get it.
Hmm.
So what is the vaccine fucking doing then?
Yeah, so if you can still carry COVID and you can still get COVID, then what the fuck's the point?
If it helps one of the two, that's good enough for me. If you're going to tell me take the vaccine because you can't give it, or hey, take the vaccine because you can't get it, whatever, good enough. But take the vaccine, but you can still give it and you can still get it, and it doesn't protect you. What is the point of the vaccine? What is it doing for me?
Apparently, the vaccine lessers the symptoms if you get it. And now there's a higher chance of you not getting it. Well, that doesn't fucking mean anything to me. Because you haven't gotten it, Corey. You've been around for a fucking year. You still haven't got it.
Yeah.
So, like, what the fuck's the point?
And it lessens your chances by how much?
Yeah,
Like
like,
the Johnson one, which is having all these problems now, it's like 60%
mm-hmm,
efficiency or whatever. Like
mm-hmm.
that's nothing. You tell me I have 60% chance of not getting it, 40% chance I might. That's basically 50-50.
You have a higher chance of not getting it, just not having the fucking vaccine.
Yeah. Like I don't know. Like I said, if you're gonna give people the vaccine, then even if it even if it doesn't actually protect people, even if you want to lie to us, if you're going to tell us to get the vaccine, you should at least lie to us and say, hey, get the vaccine, and then you don't have to wear a mask. Just lie
Mm-hmm.
to us. Don't don't say to us, get the vaccine, you should get it, every adult is eligible, you should go out and get it right now. Oh, okay, like will I be safe if I do? No, not at all, but still get it.
And what about these kids that can't get it because you have to be 16 and over to get the vaccine? So what about these fucking 10-year-olds that so once America's 75% vaccinated like they said they'll reopen everything and just get rid of the mask mandates, right? What about all these fucking kids running around now that have these fucking snot blowing fucking diarrhea everywhere? They can still get COVID apparently because
I
now they don't
think,
have the
yeah,
vaccine.
I think they're working towards getting them the vaccine by the fall,
And
but
like, and in the beginning of this, they said kids couldn't get COVID at all, and now they're saying that kids are the biggest carriers of it, but they still can't really get it. Like, this doesn't make fucking sense.
well, that's like all the stuff that's going on. I don't know if you probably haven't seen it, but India right now has a huge spike in COVID cases for some reason. And now they're coming out saying, yeah, the majority of the people that are getting into India right now are kids. They might spread that to here in America. Like kids, this strain is worse for kids. Maybe it'll come here.
It fucking shouldn't because they should just lock it the fuck down then.
Mhm.
COVID shouldn't have come anywhere in the first place because it shouldn't have been fucking spread. I
Yeah.
just don't understand. I
I
really
don't
just
know.
don't get it, Corey.
Our
I don't.
government is just completely messed up when it comes to COVID. They've mishandled it every step of the way.
Everybody has. Every single politician, every single CDC member, everybody has
Like
fucked it up.
I just we are in April of the year following when this all started, and
Mhm.
you never hear anything about natural things we can do to protect ourselves. Eat the right foods, get exercise, go outside. Like that's the problem. They're now finally telling us that vitamin D can help you not get COVID, or if you do, like your symptoms will be
That's
lessened.
what they said last year too. They're like, "Oh, during the summer, it'll get rid of it, but make sure you don't go outside still."
You know how you get vitamin D? The sun. You know
Uh-huh.
how you can't get vitamin D from the sun? You don't go outside.
I had a vitamin D deficiency when I was younger,
Mm.
and I used to have to take like a pill for it every day, right? But when I worked for my parents, working go-kart track outside in the summer, I didn't need the pills anymore because I was outside every fucking day. And then when it came to winter again, when you don't go outside during fucking winter, I needed it again.
During the winter, you take a supplement. During the summer, just go outside. But I just that was never a thing, and when they finally realized it was vitamin D, they still were like, "Hey, look, you need to get sun, but don't go outside to get it." Well, how the hell are you supposed to get it then? And, like, I remember, like, early on, they're like, "Well, you can get it from, like, the sun coming in through the windows." No, 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 that's not how it works. There's 2 different types of rays from the sun. The ones that give you vitamin D don't go through windows. You need to be outside and feel it naturally.
That's the point of windows, is so that you don't lose heat or cold air.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, in my mind, I think you just need a herd immunity. Like, yes, if you just open everything up, some people will get sick, some people will die, but
But mo but
what else are you
more than
supposed
what
to
we
do?
but more than what we've already seen, who knows?
Yeah,
What if we would have just kept things open, people would have died, and I get that, like, that's not a good thing, obviously, but who's to say that we couldn't have gotten to herd immunity with less deaths than we have now?
yeah.
And you
Because,
don't
like,
know.
I mean, these older people, because, like, it's like a 99.9% chance up until you're like 75, and it's like 99.6. Like,
Mm.
I mean, okay, if you're over 75, your immune system's already compromised. I can almost guarantee you have some sort of other complications happening, whether you were a smoker when you were a teenager, or you worked in a fucking coal mine, or you had cancer in your 50s, like anything. How do we know that if you getting the flu wouldn't have also killed you? Or, you getting pneumonia or something? Like, why is COVID always the go-to?
Yeah.
Like, everybody that dies, like DMX tested positive for COVID when he died. Like,
Not all the millions of drugs he does
yeah, no,
or
he had a
did.
he had a fucking heart attack because he OD'd, but he had COVID in his system.
COVID made it worse. I'm not sure about that.
No,
I mean, maybe it made it worse, but, like, is that the reason why he died? I mean,
no, he died because he had 15 fucking kids and he needed drugs to cope with his fucking depression.
there's a lot of kids.
I think he actually does have like 14.
I probably need drugs too if I had 14 kids.
I think it's the actual number here. DMX kids. How many kids does he have? He does have 15 from 9 different women.
15 kids from 9 different women.
Uh-huh. 15 fucking kids from 9 different women. Oh my
How do you
god.
keep track? There's no way he kept track of them all. There's no
He
way that he, like, had a communication with all of them, or, he probably didn't even know all 15 of their names, like,
he had his 15th kid in 2016. So he shares 4 children with Tashara Simmons, which he was married to from 99 until 2010.
oh, shit. Now you said 4?
Yeah.
So you're telling me from 2010 to 2016, he had 11 kids.
Yeah, not so his first 4 were 92, 99, 02, and 05.
Jesus.
That motherfucker actually fucks. Like, he fucks.
Especially in the early 2000s or the mid 2000s, Jesus.
Holy shit, dude.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I
I guess it's not hard when you have that many women because it's not like you have to wait 9 months.
Yeah,
Like,
you
you
just
have to wait 9 months for the first one, but, like, you just find a different woman, do the same thing, 9 months later, you have a second one, and then,
yeah, I mean,
like,
like, he could have conceived 10 of those kids in one night.
in
Like,
one night, yeah.
all right, so all right, all right, so here's the one that's 15 years old. So that was probably the 05 one. And then he has a 12-year-old. One was born 2011. One was born 5 years ago. 08. That one doesn't say. Oh, but she's 11. He's 11 years old. Like, holy fuck, dude. These kids are all over the fucking place.
DMX is one of those people like I never really thought about. Like I don't like you think of like rappers and celebrities, like you think about them at least here and there, but DMX, like you could have told me DMX was died 5 years ago, and I would have had no clue. I think of DMX one time a year, and that's during winter time because he has like those funny ass Christmas songs he sings.
Rudolph the
Yeah,
red-nosed reindeer.
that's the exact one, yep. But
Dude,
other than
I
that,
love that guy.
when he died already, I would have had no idea.
X gonna give it to you. What? Poor fucking DMX, man. R.I. fucking P.
To a real one.
Yeah. Oh shit, we're running out of time here now.
Yeah, a minute and a half. One more of these until the batch trip.
Yeah, so we definitely gotta try to get the boys in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna text them right now once we get off and tell them that we're trying to do that. I'm sure they'll hop on.
Yeah. I mean, it's up to you, but like Andrew, I'm sure would join.
Mhm.
Ho'd probably join just for shits and giggles.
Andrew's coming, right? I keep forgetting about it.
Yeah, Andrew's coming. Yeah, I'm driving Andrew and Jake.
I keep forgetting about Jake too. Okay, I keep thinking like no one's coming, but then
Everybody's coming but Ho'd and Beagle. Those are the only two.
and he who shall not be named. He said no at the very well. He never actually said no, but
Yeah, I told you he said no.
yeah, he used that. He said no.
Yeah.
Way early on. So.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I mean, so there's still like 3, 6. I mean, there's still like 10 of us or 9 of us, I think.
There's a fuck ton. Yeah. Andrew's bringing his PC too.
He's bringing his PC?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's bringing his VR.
No, don't tell him not to do that.
Nope.
We can bring like a system or two. Don't bring his PC.
Nope. Corey, shut up. We're doing it.
No, don't do that. That's dumb.
Yep.
That's dumb.
Bro, we can all play fucking like Phasmophobia, hammered drunk, running around a ghost.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, see, yeah, okay, now I'm getting you.
A whole PC though. It's a lot easier just to bring like a PS4 or something.
Can't play VR Phas on a PS4.
Well, I mean, of course not. But like, what are you gonna do? Hey, bring. I mean, I guess it's really not that much stuff.
He literally needs his fucking computer and his VR. That's it, and a mouse and keyboard. Not that hard. Because we're just gonna plug it into the fucking TV.
Yeah.
Not like you're bringing your desk and your monitors
and
your fucking mouse pad.
I'm thinking like monitors and shit. Like,
no, you really don't need anything.
I gotta look up some shit that we can do there. Because like,
it's all about the weather. It's what all depends on.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even if it's nice weather, it's only the end of April. It's not like we're gonna be like, let's go swimming.
I mean, I don't know.
It's gonna be like,
we could run a boat.
I was thinking that Josh said he would drive it because he won't. He
has to. Because I'm telling you, if we go on a boat, I'm getting fucking plastered, Corey.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, tomorrow's Friday. Then it's the weekend. Cheers to that.
I got the fucking Guinness.
It's your go-to beer, huh?
You know I like my dark beers, my guy.
Yep.
I like smooth whiskey and dark beers. Complete polar opposite of what usually people would drink, huh?
I like smoky whiskey and light beer.
Yep. See.
I only like light beer because it's low calorie. Like if you told me Guinness was like 100 calories, I'd be like, I love Guinness because I do like the taste of Guinness. But like, if I'm gonna drink whiskey.
I mean, my go-to beer will always be a Yuengling. Just always will be. Like if I'm out somewhere, I'm like, give me that fucking Yuengling, my guy. Fucking born and brewed in Pottersville, PA, downtown, motherfucker. Stillers, woo!
Depends what type of year it is. If it's in the summer, just give me like a Miller. I'm good with that. Fall time, give me some Oktoberfest beer or like
Pilsner Oktoberfest.
Beer. What?
Hen Pilsner Oktoberfest is actually the best beer I've ever had.
Give me something with pumpkin in it or something like that.
Okay, now you're just being fucking gay.
I fucking love pumpkin beer, dude. It's my favorite beer in the world.
What is wrong with you?
And then wintertime, give me something like something that's gonna like warm me. Like I don't know what that would be, but like something that has like some cinnamon in it or something. I don't know.
Apple cider with whiskey?
Oh, okay. Yeah, like a hot toddy. And then spring, like spring is whatever. Spring is such a waste of a season. It's
I
just
think s
allergy,
yeah, I just die all year round. Like,
allergy
my
flowers.
window's open right now, and my nose is getting fucking stuffy.
It was nice today. Not too hot. Yesterday was freezing. Today was a little cold, but not too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad today. I don't know. I'm hoping though Corona brings back those Corona Refrescas. Do you have those last summer?
Mhm.
Okay, you probably hate them because they're like extremely like they're not low in calories and they might make your fucking waist too big. Oh my god, Corey's grabbing a big ass now from drinking the shit.
I'm
But
not worried about calories as much right now. I'm slowly increasing those back up.
but it's like so like it's weird. So I hate Mike's Hard and Twisted Teas and stuff, right? Because the sugar literally makes me fucking die. Like I feel like I'm gonna yak if I have one. But this Corona Refresca shit, dude, literally tastes like they just taste like fruit punch. It's fucking amazing.
Low in alcohol, I'm assuming.
No, they're like 6%.
Hmm.
They're
Yeah,
amazing.
typically those things like that are like very low in alcohol. Um
Seltzers are high as fuck, dude. Like
isn't like
5.5.
isn't White Claw coming out with like a super high one that has like caffeine or something in it this summer?
Yeah.
Or some company is coming out with that.
Four
They
Loco
just need
has
to
a seltzer.
they need to bring back Four Locos. I never drank it, but
They have them. They're
I
not
just
the
wanna see what happens
original.
to people. I just wanna see what happens to people.
Dude, have you ever had an original Four Loco when you were like 15
I
before they
don't think
outlawed
I've
them?
ever had a Four Loko. I've had people have drank it around me. I don't think I've ever had it. I was always too afraid.
Okay, so I remember this one night. I I bought 6 Four Locos off a buddy of mine, and we drove up to Clarion because AJ went to college there at the time. And I ended up selling all of them but one. So like I made like $20 off of it. And I'm sitting there and I down my Four Loco. And this bitch is like, "Oh, I can't finish this." So like I down hers too. I literally thought I was gonna die.
When was this?
I was like 18, right out of
Oh,
high school.
so you already had have you this is a side question. Have you had diabetes like all your life?
Week after my first birthday.
Because if not, I was gonna be like, that's the moment right there when you got diabetes.
And like I remember we're like sitting like AJ's dorm room, and like I was like, "Jake, you gotta drive home." He's like, "Yeah, whatever, that's fine." I remember I'm like in the front seat of because it was my car. I'm sitting in the front seat of my car. I'm like, "Jake, you gotta pull over." I start yakking on the middle of the highway, and I'm like, "Dakota, give me the back seat so I can lay the fuck down because I'm gonna die." So I'm laying down the back seat of my car, and I remember Jake like, "Blake, you gotta act sober," and I was like, "Why?" And he's like, "There's a cop behind us," and I was like,
Oh my
"Fuck
god.
him!" And then like he starts like freaking out, like, "Blake, like you gotta do something here, like this ain't happening." And the cop like pulls up next to us, looks at us, and just drives past. I think they would have took me to the hospital. Probably would have got like my stomach pumped. That
Jesus Christ.
yeah, we end up going home. Jake pulls down my driveway. He gives me my keys. I end up walking down the side of my house, and I go through the doggy door, and I end up yakking in my bathroom downstairs, and I go to bed. The drive home's like an hour. I remember like 5 minutes of it. I remember the last like 10 minutes of the party. That was about it.
I was always the driver when I went to parties. I never wanted to be that. I could never do that.
That's how I was too. But this was like the one time where
The one
like I
yeah.
just like, you know, giving them Four Locos, motherfucker. But yeah, usually I'd always drive.
Mhm.
Have you ever had to drive like super late at night in the highway, like really tired?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you end up seeing shit?
Yeah. No,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, whenever my sister graduated, from high school, my dad or my mom and my sister lived in Philly with my dad. My mom and I drove to Philly for the graduation and drove home that same night afterwards. So, like, we were driving home, it was like 2 AM, and my mom is sleeping. I'm blasting the music as high as I can just to stay up, and, like, I was feeling like my hands were going numb. I was like seeing shit out of the corner of my eye. I was like, my mom, like, Mom, did you see that? She's like, see what? I'm like, nothing. Don't worry about it. And I just like kept driving, like just seeing shit. My body was feeling weird. Like I love driving at night, but not when it's that late. When it's like 2 a.m. and
Yep.
you're tired, like that's ridiculous.
Yeah, the one time we went to, I think we went to Slippery Rock. It was Billy and I, and he drove home, and he was like, "Next time, I'll drink and you drive." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." And then like we get to my house, and he was like, "Dude, like I can't do that." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Dude, I was like seeing shit, and like I couldn't see what's going on. Like I just kept like trying to like open the window, get fresh air, and like I was like smoking a cigarette, trying to keep myself awake." And I was like, "Oh, you pussy, fuck you, no." And then I did the next weekend, dude, and I was like, holy fuck, what the hell's going on? Like the signs were like moving, and like I was like seeing shit, and I was like, I need to get the fuck home. Like
Yeah,
this isn't good.
it's no joke driving at night.
Highway
I like.
hypnosis is fucking real.
I'd much rather like. There's like certain like driving past like 2 or 3 is just not good. But I love driving in the morning. Like I went to the gym the other day at like 6 or 7 a.m. and there's no cars on the road. There's like the fog. Love it.
No, I don't like that because the roads are wet and you can't speed.
That's all very true. Yeah.
I mean, if you drove normal like you, but if you're like a fucking asshole like me that wants to top out your fusion.
Mhm. All right, man. Let's wrap this one up.
Yep.
Now book one more. Then we got the bachelor party. What are we doing for when they're on the bachelorette party? We should do something that weekend for sure.
I don't know. You just want to come over and we can like co-stream?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Hey, all you would need is, I mean, I don't know how Amber's computer would do streaming.
We'll figure it out.
I mean, her CPU is really good. Her graphics card's just old.
Okay. All right. We'll figure it out.
You could bring your graphics card and we can plug it into the computer.
It's too much work.
It's literally 2 cables and 2 screws.
Worst case scenario, me and you will just do a long stream.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm having he who should not be named and his brother over, I think, that Friday, but I don't
Mm,
know how long they'll stay, but then we still have all Saturday.
okay. Yeah. All
What
right,
we
man.
should do is we should do like a long ass fucking stream that Saturday.
Yeah. A pre Mother's Day stream because Mother's Day is the next day. That's
Yeah,
Sunday.
we should do a long one.
Okay. Yeah, let's plan on doing that.
All right, yeah, so bye-bye Twitch. It was nice talking to
Cool.
everybody. Catch y'all next week on the tripod.